this gave me a chance to sort of open myself more, open my mind more, and be more accepting and receiving of myself. It gave me a space to sort of look at things like, looking at my hair, it's not something that you talk about often, but look, when I think about my hair, in terms of work, often it's difficult for me to get work because of my hair. And I found that because of that, sometimes it's difficult for me to get work because of my hair, and it's really hard to want to feel like you're a talented person, but regardless of what you're capable of, sometimes you're judged before you've even had a chance to show that. And it gave me an opportunity to really sort of re-examine the way I look at myself and the way I receive the way other people look at me. Also, I think in a lot of ways I realized certain things about myself, having worked with the girls. I realized certain things about myself so far as where I've come from and where I am now, how much I've grown, how much I haven't grown, how much I still have to learn. And I found that where I am now is sort of a place of transition. And I know in the piece, there's a chair dance that we do, and in the chair dance, it's about that aha moment. And I feel like in a way, in the process of doing this course, I've been going through a process where I am coming to certain realizations about myself as a woman, as a dancer, and in terms of my place in society. And I feel like this piece has been a part of coming to the realization of that aha moment.
Great. Just thinking about the dance process overall, how has it affected you? What has it made you think about in particular?
It's made me more aware of, not necessarily if I just think about hair or the actual process of dancing, it's made me more aware of small things that actually have a much greater impact on our lives than what is on the surface, I was saying how hair is something that, we do every day, but if you talk about somebody and say to them, yes, I'm doing choreography on hair, they think, oh wow, is there really depth in that? But actually the point is that there really is. And if you sit down and think about it, the influence that your own hair and your own hair has on your own life, in terms of what you use your hair for, it really is quite a significant part of who you are, and I guess also who you want to be.
Great.
Was sort of, because I'd already started thinking about, through my anthropological studies, about how patriarchal society is and how the West influences Africa. And I guess this just brought that into sharper focus, specifically with in terms of appearance. So it's sort of looking at how, looking at the perpetuation of patriarchal and Western aesthetic hegemonies, but looking at sort of hair as the microcosm for the macrocosm of South African society, I guess. Yeah.
It was a bit challenging at first because I've never done it before, but I quite liked it. It was very different, comes from within, it's easy to do and remember things, so it was very nice.
Okay, good. Now the other question I wanted to ask you was, what has it made you think about this dance? How has it affected your thoughts?
This dance has made me think about hair a lot. Like when I see people wearing different hairstyles, I kind of think about why did they decide to have that kind of hairstyle on, and it also has changed me as a person because I've started to allow my hair to become the way it wants to be, natural, strong, beautiful, like Tumi says in her speech. And yeah, it has really changed me and affected the way I look at people's hair.
Have you talked about this with anybody else?
Yes, almost every time I talk to my friends about it, and sometimes people are confused, like, hey, how can you make a dance on hair? Because hair is like, yeah, there's not much you can say on hair, but there's actually a lot. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right, so just tell me a little bit about how the experience of this class was different from other dance classes that you've done.
So it's very different in a way that with Cherry you had to make your own moves. Like we basically choreographed the piece because we all put something in, and it was about how you feel and the relationship that I have with my hair. And yeah, we all talked about it, and it was very different actually. It was more personal for me, I think, because I struggle with my hair since you born me, I struggle with my hair.
Was it more difficult to do this?
It was, yeah, kind of, because I'm not the kind of person who can express my emotions easily. So it was kind of different. But also okay, because you do it in dance then in talking, so yeah.
Great.